Good evening. So I was thinking, I really relate to the therapist from Good Will Hunting. He's like, the way there's like this friction between him and an old friend, the like professor at the university, who finds Will and who brings Will to him. The way they like clash because they were in school together, but the big guy from I can't remember his name, but the big guy from the university is like, oh, you could have done what I did and actually like became this great person, but you like threw it all away. You like wasted your potential, like you were so smart. But he's like, no, he didn't he didn't want to do that, and he was content with the path he chose. And I relate to him because it's like there's what you should be doing, and then there's what you want to do. And I feel like it's so easy to get caught up in like what you should be doing all the time. It's easy to get like sucked into the narrative of the masses, like, oh, this is what you should be aiming for. When in reality, you have to find your own adventure, you know. Can't all climb the same mountain. But yeah, it's just important to know exactly who you are and who you want to become, because that's where the content is going to come from. But anyway, I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling, but yeah, I want to start posting more. I have to post one video every day, and these videos just aren't good enough. They're just like, they're logs. They're just me reflecting on my day, and they don't really like. They're valuable to me, but they're not valuable to anyone watching. Like, there's no reason why you would come back and watch another video. Like, I'm not bringing any value to your life. If I'm entertaining you, it's very minimal. Like, it's not a very engaging video. So it's like, I need to figure something out, because not only do I want this for myself, I also want to bring value to the world. Now, obviously, in these videos, there are like little nuggets of good advice, but it's not enough. Like, it's not enough to keep you. It's not enough. It's not worthy of your attention. So I have to figure something out. I have to figure something out. Maybe I'll tell stories or something, or see, I don't have time to edit a lot much, so maybe I'll tell stories or something, or I don't know. I've been struggling with my training, and I can't, so that hasn't been locked in. I'm struggling with my diet, that hasn't been locked in, so I can't really talk a lot about that, because that's not locked in. An idea. This is a good book. It is 366 laws, one for each day. So let's have a look at today. Each page, well, there's a page for each date of the year. So we are in February 19th. February 19th, right? So today's law: choose time. After graduating from the Zurich Polytechnic in 1900, 21-year-old Albert Einstein found his job prospects extremely meager. He had graduated near the bottom of the class, almost certainly nullifying any chance to obtain a teaching position. Happy to be away from the university, he now planned to investigate on his own certain problems in physics that had haunted him for several years. It would be a self-apprenticeship in theorizing and thought experiments. In the meantime, he would have to make a living. He had been offered a job in his father's dynamo business in Milan as an engineer, but such work would not leave him any free time. A friend could land him a well-paid position in an insurance company, but that would be stultify his brain and sap his energy for thinking. Then a year later, another friend mentioned a job opening up in the Swiss patent office in Bern. The pay was not great and the position was at the bottom. The hours were long and the work consisted of rather mundane task of looking over patent applications, but Einstein leaped at the chance. It was everything he wanted. His task would be to analyze the validity of patent applications, many of which involved aspects of science that interested him. The applications would be little puzzles or thought experiments. He could try to visualize how the ideas would actually translate into inventions. Working on them would sharpen his reasoning powers. After several months on the job, he became so good at this mental game that he could finish his work in 2 or 3 hours, leaving him the rest of the day to engage in his own thought experiments. In 1905, he published his first theory of relativity, much of the work having been done while he was at his desk in the patent office. Daily law. Time is critical variable. Time is the critical variable. Take one thing off your plate today to make more time for life's task. I do apologize for my reading. It is poor, but I'm working on it. Now, time is the critical variable. Take one thing off your plate today to make more time for your life's task. So my interpretation of that would be, really think about how you spend your time and the cost of everything you do in terms of your goal. Like when you think about your ultimate goal and then you think about everything you do on a daily basis, are those things bringing you closer to it, or are they bringing you further away? The things that are bringing you further away, how much damage are they actually doing? Like how much time are they taking up? You're trying to minimize that cost, that opportunity cost. Like everything that isn't going towards your goal, like ideally everything you do on a daily basis brings you closer, but that's not always possible. So just minimize the amount of things on a daily basis that are distracting you from your goal. That would be my interpretation. Anyway, right, just gonna wrap this up. Yeah, I will continue to try and come up with ideas to make these better. I think, yeah, I have a few ideas, but anyway, see you tomorrow.